Yulan True, and welcome to another exciting day in our galaxy, and welcome to another video of our little officer series. And today with quite an important officer in this game. But before I talk about Khan Noonien Singh, I just want to say, if you're not a subscriber of my channel yet but do like my videos, then please do subscribe to my channel, and when you do, also click this little bell and all notifications so you will be notified when another video comes out. But now let's have a look at Khan, and we're talking about the Star Trek Into Darkness Khan and not the Star Trek The Wrath of Khan here. He is an epic officer. He's from class command, which means you need command badges to upgrade him. He's from the group Khan's crew, so his own crew, so to speak, and he can get synergy from another of that group if he's captain, or can give synergy to another captain from that group. And he's from the Augments faction, which unfortunately means that you need independent credits to upgrade him, and they are harder to get than the faction credits, and so I'm always in trouble in upgrading people that need independent credits. If you haven't seen the movie, then you have a nice info text here about Khan, and you can look into the info box if you want to know more. But many people watching will know Khan already from the second Star Trek movie, and the one with the Genesis device, and of course this version of Khan, our Sherlock Holmes Khan, from Star Trek Into Darkness. He does have a captain maneuver, as I already said in the synergy part. That's called Ruthless Mastermind, and that's what Khan is. When attacking a station, Khan has 50% chances of drastically reducing the mitigation of all opponents' ships and defense platforms for 2 rounds. And when I talked about some other augments, we already had this station focus of many augment officers, and Khan, of course, as their leader, also is very good against the station. So when you get the augment crew, including Khan, much earlier in the game than the now famous PvP crews, it's a really good thing to have Khan's crew on your ship to start raiding a station. So when you crack a station, as we usually say, then Khan's crew isn't the worst thing. And we have incursion at the game on Friday. Again, my server has a bye week, so we won't be taking part this time, but a lot of people will. And if it's your first time, for example, in an incursion, Khan's crew might be a good choice for you. If you are level 25 and don't have the big PvP crews, try the Khan crew. But Khan is not only important for that, because Khan is for quite a long time in the game, until you have much better crews that they introduce into the game later. He will be important on your ship for many occasions, including freebooters and other stuff, and that's because of his officer ability, the Savage Tenacity. Every time the ship is hit by a ship or defense platform weapon attack, Khan increases the critical hit chances by 3%, and that's cumulative. And that's why Khan is a really important officer for a lot of your duties. He can be a big help for mission bosses, although I made videos on mission boss crews, but if you don't have them completely like that, Khan might be an option. He's really good for your first attempts on the freebooters, and in many different occasions like this, before you have the perfect crews for those. And so that's why Khan will be a part of a lot of tasks that you're going through, and that's why Khan was part of some of my videos on certain crews already, because you will use Khan definitely until you have the ultimate crews, because you can get Khan much earlier than many of the other officers. As an epic officer, he of course also has 3 possible traits for away team assignments, and you can unlock Augment, Criminal, and Mastermind. I haven't unlocked too much for him because I'm kind of regularly still using him on a ship for some things. But at the moment I did send him on an away team assignment because I didn't need him at the moment. But in the future, the further the game progresses and the higher I get and the better crews I get, I will need him less. But for a very long time, he was an important officer for my game. And for many of you, he will stay an important officer until you get the full Enterprise E crews, Janeway and Georgiou and so on. And until then, Khan will be important for you. And that is because you will probably have him much earlier than others. First of all, he appears in some missions. Then we even have him here in some normal recruit parts, like the mission key recruit. He's one of the 10 officers you can get via the mission keys. And there, once again, I have to say, because too many people still don't do it, on the Scopely web shop. If you have a Scopely account, which you should have to get your game data back if something ever happens, then you can go via the browser to the Scopely web store. There, every day you can claim a free daily mission key. And we have mission key events at the moment again, one for yourself and one for your alliance. And so go there and get your free daily mission key. And with that, you also have a chance to get Khan shards here, a 10% chance because there are 10 different officers in here. And Khan, for a bit later, when you have maxed the shards of one rare officer and you start getting transporter patterns, then Khan is here too. I have to scroll a bit, but he is here. There he is. Khan Noonien Singh is in the transporter pattern section as well, so you have some additional shards. And then you also have the augment faction. And in the augment faction, you have two sections where you can get officer shards. And in the normal augment recruit, there's Khan in there, where you can pull 3 chests at a time. And in the other one, there are the rare officers, but no Khan. But nevertheless, you have 2 sections here. And in one of them, you can get Khan shards. And that's why you will have Khan at least quite early in the game. It always depends on your luck with pulling those shards, but it is possible to get him quite early after you started with the augments. And so he is an officer that will be with you for quite some time. And when you don't need him anymore on the ships, then you still have a lot of abilities there for away teams. But as I said, I made several crew videos where he was part of those crews, and you definitely will use him on different occasions as soon as you have him. And of course, once again, I would like to know your opinion about Khan and his importance and how you use him. And I think you will agree that he is a very important officer for many different types of enemies here. And if you have questions in general or video requests, you know that I regularly read your comments. And if you just want to see another video right now, the next one is right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.